Hello, I'm Jonasz Rewiński and this is Military Mind. Armed conflicts, defense and security, land, sea and air. We've got you covered. As Moscow continued discussions over a proposed peace plan, Russia simultaneously carried out new attacks on Ukrainian cities. Overnight, Ukraine recorded strikes involving 2 ballistic missiles and more than 130 attack drones. For yet another night, the port city of Odessa suffered an intense barrage of Russian drones. According to regional authorities, 7 people were wounded and extensive damage was recorded across civilian and energy infrastructure. In the neighboring Kherson region, a 6-year-old child was killed in a Russian airstrike, another tragic casualty of ongoing bombardments of frontline communities. In Sloviansk, there are also reports of 8 people wounded, including 2 children, as a result of a Russian airstrike on the city. Russia also reported drone attacks on its own soil. In the Voronezh region, a woman was injured when debris from a downed drone shattered windows in a residential apartment block. In Oryol, drones struck the local thermal power plant. Russian air defenses attempted to repel the attack, but witnesses reported up to 10 explosions in the northern and central districts of the city. This same power plant was previously hit during a drone strike on the 31st of October. Multiple explosions were also heard in the Stavropol region. Monitoring channels indicate that a major chemical plant may have been hit. Footage from the scene shows a large fire burning on the premises. The facility is considered one of Russia's largest producers of nitrogen fertilizers, ammonia, and raw materials for explosives. Turning to the front line now, Russian forces have established firm control over the entire southern part of the city of Pokrovsk. Ukrainian open-source intelligence project Deep State confirmed Russian advances across all territory south of the railway line, a key logistical link now fully under Russian control. Analysts also report Russian gains near Novoekonomichne and the capture of Balakhan, east of Myrnograd. According to mapped data, Russian and Ukrainian positions in the northern part of Pokrovsk remain intermingled, reflecting highly unstable street-by-street fighting. Vladimir Putin continues to insist that Pokrovsk is under full Russian control, describing the city as a future staging ground for further offensive operations in multiple directions. Ukrainian military experts estimate that Russia has now concentrated more than 140,000 troops in the Pokrovsk sector alone, part of an overall deployment of roughly 650,000 Russian personnel across the entire Ukrainian front. On the front line, Ukrainian fighters from the 15th Artillery Reconnaissance Brigade successfully destroyed a rare Russian R-330 Zhitsiel electronic warfare system designed to operate at long ranges and capable of creating serious obstacles for Ukrainian artillery and unmanned systems. Recon personnel discovered the system's position through a combination of radio surveillance and fire correction. After precise artillery targeting, the Russians suffered serious equipment losses and were deprived of a very important electronic warfare asset that could have hindered the efforts of Ukrainian forces in frontline areas. And now it's time for a clip from the front line in the Donetsk region, showing dozens of Ukrainian FPV drones perched on the roof of a single building. Russian aerial reconnaissance officers observing the area were literally shocked by the scale of the Ukrainian surveillance system. In fact, Ukrainian drones create an invisible screen that allows them to observe all enemy movements, monitor their preparations for an attack, and deliver precise strikes in a timely manner. This new reality on the front lines demonstrates how technology and surveillance are becoming key factors in survival and effectiveness in modern warfare. Near the village of Udachne in the Donetsk region, Ukrainian soldiers from the 3rd Special Forces Regiment carried out another successful operation to clear the grounds of the Pokrovsk mine. The operation began with aerial reconnaissance. FPV drones detected Russian movements and tracked their hideouts. After receiving accurate data, a group of assault troops advanced to the buildings and, under air cover, entered the facilities where the Russians had set up their defenses. Let's see how it ended up for the Russian occupiers.
Я коли заходив в будинок, я почав нарізати угли і побачив, він сидів в углу, чи він відпочивав, чи що він вже не знав, і почався у нас контакт. Я, як сказати, перший його сказав. Хлопці контролювали з сектору з посадок, щоб ніхто не підійшов. Ми зачали його тут. І там якесь було укриття, можливо, підвал, може ще щось.
Надо перевіряти. Живий! Затротний в ту сторону. Уя! Чисто.
Все тут ми його вбив, контролили. Я думаю, скоріше все, це вже були незвичайні піхоти, тому що вже була така нормальна групка, бо як обична піхота, вони відправляють по одному. А це була група з 4 чоловік, в них були масхалати, зброя така теж нормально заряджена. В деяких звичайні весла АК-74, в деяких вже АК-12.
Він сказав, вистрілювався? Сказав, вистрілювався. Ні, він сидів, курив. Підходимо за цього.
Противник часто, коли в них контакт, не стріляються, не стараються стріляти, вони одразу визивають своїх пілотів, впівічників, і вони одразу летять на нас. То ми хвилин 5-10 побули і відкотилися брати, далі наші хлопці розібрали їх впівішками.
Відходимо. Отход!
And with this, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. Stay with us here on TVP World for more latest news and updates.